Hello, Gemini. It is time for your July 2025 reading. We're going to start off, as usual, with an oracle card, see what your primary energy or theme is. And we have receiving, opening self to worthiness. What have you been feeling like you don't deserve? I don't know if there's something that happened recently, but you're imposing restrictions on yourself. No one else is imposing these restrictions. This is something you have put upon yourself. I think you need to dig into that and recognize that. And I don't know if you need some self-forgiveness or you just need to release that emotion that is tied to that event. Screaming into your pillow, going for a run, turning out the music loud and dancing it out, doing something physical to release that. Because we all make mistakes in life. We all screw up. We all regret things, but you can't hold on to them and carry them forward with you. That moment has passed. All you can do is continue trying to do better, trying to improve, because you're worthy of that. You are human on this earth. You're worthy. Always. Let's see what the tarot cards have. Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Choices must be made. The initial vibe that came through. You feel like you've gotten away with something you shouldn't. Like maybe you stole something or there's some sort of theft going on. It's self-imposed. You might not have gotten away with as much as you thought. I think that is the truth. You've made it a very big deal in your mind. You either need to talk to the people about this event or whatever happened to try to understand things better, because I think you're missing parts of it, of things that went on, so that you can clear your mind. I mean, if nothing else, even if you think you did something wrong, you're worthy of the truth and of telling the truth so that you can move forward instead of staying stuck in that energy. All right, let's get into the cards. Starting off here with the Knight of Pentacles, Earth element. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. They take their time, they slow down, they do things very methodically. They cannot be rushed. As much as you might want to rush them, they're not, you cannot. This could be a Taurus, a Leo, or a Scorpio that you're working with, and maybe this is where some of the tension is coming in, or this is the person where maybe you felt like you rushed them, or you just said, you're not moving fast enough, I'm going to take over. And that might be what's going on a little bit, from feeling like you're not worthy of receiving accolades or anything like that for the project. They put in the base work. They don't necessarily have the creativity, the quickness of mind that you have. They don't necessarily know how to vocalize what it is they need. So where maybe things came in is that you are that air element. You want to keep things moving. You want to keep things flowing, blowing. And this person is like, well, first we need to do this, and first we need to do that, and first maybe perhaps a little overly cautious because they don't have a lot of experience in this area and they want to get it right. They want it to be perfect. You may know that perfection is a myth in this case, but they didn't know that. So this may be the person you need to have the conversation with to go over what happened, why it happened, their different viewpoints, and maybe find a way to come together going forward. I think you will find that. The Empress is here for you. This is the mother of the tarot. She is very nurturing. She is creative, the ultimate creator, in fact. This is indicating you have the capacity within you to find a creative solution to whatever problem you're facing here, to whatever project maybe that you need a creative solution to get out of, or to find, not necessarily get out of, to make it succeed. And I think you have enough wisdom behind you to find that, to apply that to this solution so that everybody benefits from it. That does not mean that you are taking anything away from the work that's already been done. It does not mean that you are the sole driver behind the success of this. You are nurturing everyone's ideas, and I think you can take a little piece of each of them in order to create something that blends them all into a creative solution that benefits everyone. But you may be feeling like maybe I shouldn't have taken charge like that. Maybe I was too pushy, all this, that, and the other. You would kind of instinctively know when you need to do this. And this is one of the times where it benefits everybody, because whether you know it or not, you are doing it in a way that nurtures the creativity and the thoughts of everybody, or ideas of everyone on that team. Which leads us to the Seven of Swords, which is the feeling of taking ideas of others, stealing others' beliefs, getting away with something that you shouldn't, or with more than you should have. This is self-imposed on you. This is that opening yourself to worthiness. You came up with this solution with input from everybody, using all the information you had available to you. This person would have kept pushing the deadline and pushing the deadline and pushing the deadline. That's how they work, one process at a time. They create a solid thing, but it does take them a while because they want it, again, very methodical. You're more quick. It's balanced if you think about it. There's just some contention there, and the feeling by you that, yeah, you're not worthy of being a part of the success of this, but you are worthy of being a part of the success. Have a conversation. And find balance. With the Two of Pentacles, this is trying to reminding you that you need that work-life balance. You need a big plan, but you also need creativity. There is balance in there. Be mindful of that. Because if you find yourself completely imbalanced, maybe you're working a whole lot of overtime and you're neglecting things at home, or not getting enough downtime at home, with your thoughts not on work at all. That means your energy is imbalanced, overly focused on work. So you may be overthinking things here, which leads into this sense of intellectual theft, if you will. Be mindful that you are taking time off, that you are leaving when you should, and getting as much time at home or with friends and family, as much downtime that you need as you need to balance the work time, so that you can feel successful, not feel drained, and give your best effort to whatever this is that's going on. And then we have the Queen of Swords. This could very well be your energy. Swords is an air element, right here with all the ideas and thoughts and beliefs that are not valid. And the Queen of Swords, who is very confident in what she is doing. She's still nurturing because it's the queen. It's the feminine aspect of this, of the leadership here. But she does want to know the facts and the figures, and she wants to have a plan in place. She does not want a lot of dithering, and we don't know if we should go with this or that one. She's going to be down to the line on what is the facts, what are the hard facts. That's what you use to make the decision. You don't go based on a feeling. She's not into the feels. She wants the logic behind it. And there needs to be a solid plan in place. Maybe even a backup plan, but things cannot go on in perpetuity. There needs to be a deadline, kind of a thing. That is how she works. That is how she makes things happen. That is how she uses her authority to benefit everyone. And that, Gemini, is what I have for you for your mid-July update. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.